So today I figured I'd go through some of the least lifelike features in Minecraft, and the reason I figured I'd do that is because some features in Minecraft are really great at teaching you things tangentially. They're really like their real life counterparts, so just learning about the thing in game will teach you about the real life equivalent. For instance, Acacia Trees, I didn't know they existed in real life until I found them in Minecraft, and now I realised there is a thing called Acacia Trees. You use the wood for certain builds, and it's a pretty cool thing you do in real life. Same can go for a lot of different Minecraft features, and the vast majority of Minecraft will teach you quite a bit about the real world. However, some things in Minecraft aren't exactly like the real world counterparts, and I think it'd be cool to go through 5 of the biggest kind of offenders of this in today's video. So yeah, here's 5 unlike lifelike features in Minecraft. Hopefully you do all enjoy it. If you do, please do like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like this kind of video. Anyway, with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? With one of the biggest offenders on this list, which is going to have to be Obsidian. So Obsidian is a block that a lot of people will have only heard about through Minecraft, and the problem with Obsidian is there's kind of like 2 representations of it. There's the real world thing, and then there's the fancy item, which is vaguely based on the real world thing. So yeah, basically Obsidian kind of takes off the fancy version, but even then, you got to bear in mind, Obsidian doesn't look like this. Obsidian doesn't take this long to mine. It's not a super hard block, and Obsidian isn't used for the things it's used in Minecraft, which really is just making net portals. So what is Obsidian in real life? Obsidian in real life looks something like this, as you can see. Kind of different in a lot of different ways. Actually quite similar to the black stained glass, more than the Obsidian. It's used to make like knives, arrowheads, all that sort of stuff. It's actually used by surgeons to make scalpels, I think, in certain countries. And yeah, Obsidian's a pretty sharp, pretty hard block, but it's also very fragile. And as a result of that, it doesn't make for the best, depiction of Minecraft, especially when you consider, the shape, the size, the color, etc. The one thing that is kind of true is it does form from lava, but it doesn't form from lava hitting water like you might expect, and or like you might assume. And yeah, basically, the depiction of Obsidian in-game is vastly off in quite a few ways, because yeah, it's just massively different, and that's just a thing right there. So yeah, that's the first one on the list. The second one is going to have to be furnaces. And furnaces, again, this is nothing against the developers. Of course, they have to take liberties sometimes, and with a furnace, there's quite a few of those taken. So bear in mind, a real-life furnace is 1, much bigger, 2, not the same 1 meter cubed, kind of like perfect cube shape, and 3 is actually multiple different items, because bear in mind, a furnace is used for the same thing when you cook your pork chop, when you turn your ores into, bars, which, takes thousands of degrees of temperature, when you just dry off your your sponges, use the exact same tool, the exact same heat, and that's what makes the furnace an interesting thing, because it's really a combination of a radiator for the sponges, a kiln for clay, a furnace for actually cooking ores, as well as an oven, and, as a result of that, I kind of get why it looks the way it does, but think about a real-life furnace, think about this, there's kind of some vast differences there. It's just kind of a testament to how cool the furnace is, but at the same time, not very much like it perhaps should be in real life. So with that said, let's move on to the next block here, which is actually the pumpkin. So the thing about the pumpkin is, again, I really like the in-game depiction because it is very Minecrafty, but again, I think I don't need to tell you exactly what's wrong with the pumpkin. Look at a pumpkin. Is that what a real pumpkin looks like? No. First of all, cube, again, but you can't really blame Minecraft for that. Second of all, the size of these things. Really, a pumpkin would make sense as a small drop, like a half block size or something, but again, that's just me. But then the third point is the fact that they come pre-carved. You cannot find an uncarved pumpkin in Minecraft, and that's a really interesting thing. I mean, someone, way back when, bred pumpkins to be bred with way, because even if you grow them yourself, they instantly come carved. So it's not even like someone ran around the world and carved all the pumpkins for you. They're just, the breed of pumpkin you get inside Minecraft is carved, and I don't know, just in case you've never seen a pumpkin in real life, I wonder if there are people actually like that have never genuinely seen a pumpkin. Where's the face for this? Oh, there it is. I wonder if there are people out there that have never seen a pumpkin in real life. If you haven't, then now you have, and it's not like the Minecraft pumpkin. So yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next one here, and obviously you can argue this isn't a block, but it has to be water next, because the thing about water in Minecraft is it has come a long way since where it first came, where it was super ridiculous, but the thing is, water in Minecraft isn't actually a fluid like it is in real life. It's kind of this, I guess it has some fluid-like properties, but think about it this way. So when we, when we remove that block right there, the water flows, and it's pretty cool. That makes some sense, right? Like, water flows off the block, it slowly goes downwards till there's not enough water flow to go, and yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? But the thing about water is, 1, this should be lower down, so when it's like that, and when it's not like that, the water level is basically the same, even though, the water is duplicated by about 5 times. Second of all, there should be, you shouldn't be able to do stuff like this, where if we take 4 blocks, we remove all of them, and then we put in a water bucket there. You shouldn't be able to make an infinite amount of water by doing this, because this is 5 liters, then 6 liters. And one thing I think would be really cool that I don't think they'll do, because it's such a fundamental part of Minecraft, but I really would like to see water become a finite resource that you have to get from oceans, or you have to get from mountains. Because think about the idea of having to use like aqueducts and stuff, because right now the best way to get water into a place is just to bring 2 buckets and make an infinite source and do it that way. But imagine if water actually acted like a fluid, which again, it's something they could do, but I don't think they want to, because it's such an integral part of Minecraft. Minecraft. Imagine if you did have to get water from somewhere because it was a fluid, and yeah, then also this. Here's another reason why water's not like real life. Admittedly, it does look kind of like its real life counterpart, except, by the way, water isn't blue in real life. Again, something most of you should be aware of. And yeah, I would love to see a more real life like Minecraft water. I imagine it might be easier at some point because there's so many cool things you could do with limited water, in my opinion, and I think that's something the game should do. But that's just me personally. Maybe there'd be some issues where like you accidentally run out of all the water because you get rid of it. I'm not entirely sure. I just like to see it. So with that said, let's move on to the final thing here. What's the least lifelike feature in Minecraft? Is it the slime blocks, which... Actually, what are slime blocks based on? Is it the slime block? Is it the andesite? The sea lantern? Is it that's a sea lantern again. The redstone lamp. What is the least lifelike block in your opinion? So bear in mind, I'm only talking about blocks that have a real life equivalent. The least lifelike one to me has to be redstone. So redstone, if you don't know, isn't a real life thing directly. There isn't like an ore in the ground that we all mine and then we turn into, stuff like this. But it is vaguely based on copper. Really, the closest, the thing that redstone is based on is copper wiring. Because, when you place down redstone like this, it's like placing down a copper wire. This is called a redstone wire for some reasons, because it's the equivalent of real life copper. However, the lifelikeness of this is just all over the place. First of all, this isn't even a wire. Like, the dots don't even connect at some point, so it's just like smothering some dust on the ground and hoping for the best. I know, that's kind of weird. Second of all, it's the fact that obviously it doesn't look anything like copper ore. But third of all, the biggest problem to me is the fact that it has a distance range on it. So obviously this is so you have to use repeaters and make things more interesting. But the thing about redstone is in Minecraft, it goes 14 meters before you need to repeat it, right? In real life, there is such a thing as a repeater, but repeaters come after thousands of meters of copper wiring, or hundreds of meters of fiber optic, I believe, and even that like there are some certain like infrared, for example, which I guess this is the closest thing you can say it is. Even infrared has like a distance equal to that of redstone, which is ridiculous. The fact that it has such a short range, I'd love to see redstone have like a buff range, and I know it would mess around with a lot of stuff, especially with the analog stuff, but I'd really like to see a redstone longer range, and I think that's why it's the least lifelike block. I mean, the real life copper is cooler than redstone. Maybe make two things exist, but either way, yeah, this looks nothing like copper, and it also it functions differently, and it's kind of annoying in that way. Anyway, with that said, those are 5 features in Minecraft that aren't like their real life counterparts. Hopefully, just in case you hadn't run across any of these things before, you'd be like, now I know something about the real world. And if you did already, then you can say, it's a cat, I hate this, I know about the real world too much already. Teach me about cats, and maybe there'll be a video of 5 fun things you didn't know about cats in the future. Anyway, that's been all for today. I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it and let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos just like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.